This is my friend Cousin. You can't really see us, but I just came across this infection AU Training Dragons, so let's just take a look what it is. And I have actually seen it before, and there's a lot of jump scares in it.
Okay, now we're actually ready to begin building the city. So the first step is giving it its own population. So I grabbed every single minifig item and placed them on my table. But before they can become official citizens, we need to check to see every one of them for criminal backgrounds, like illegal village tenants, putting stickers on my
Started spreading to everybody.
Okay.
Affected by this was no one other than Toothless. Now, I did say Toothless went to go investigate with Hiccup, but I didn't want to disappoint the Toothless fans with his fate early. He's cooked, and so might be Hiccup and Light Fury. We'll get back to what happened to them in a moment because we skipped a lot of what happened before they even found Hiccup. There was a lot of other dragons infected before they even found out who or what caused this. So Stormfly, who's Astrid's dragon, is injured and was actually bitten by Toothless's husk. And since then, they've been keeping a close watch on her, but it turns out she has not showed any symptoms at all of the infection, which means that they might be the key to the cure, maybe. Barf and Belch. Now, this is a sad story. So Barf is showing symptoms of the illness, and at some point they decide, okay, if we remove one head, then the other head can survive. So they cut off Barf's head, and I can't imagine losing my brother like this, basically. He's not showing any symptoms, yet they're keeping him in quarantine just in case, and they also took his brother's head to study it. Luckily, he didn't die in vain. They opened up his head when studying it and found out that there were a bunch of worms in there that are a tad bit bigger than maggots. And so they figured that the illness has to be parasitic, and parasites love water, so the illness is coming from.
Everyone, I'm back. Even though you can't really see all
while they spend the days trying to find the lake, there's a dragon called the Hunter,
Well,
part of the Night Fury species.
Oh, yo, everyone, this is, like he said, a Hunter Night Fury, except this kind of one is a deadly. I'll just explain to my cousin real quick, because I don't think you'll want to listen to me.
Infected dragons. Now, he doesn't go near anybody, and not only is the dragon's design cool as heck, as it has steel-flatted claws that immediately cut off the limbs of its targets so it can charge up its plasma shots, but the Vikings want to tend to its wounds as it's helping them, but he simply won't let them. Then there's the Lost Traveler, who's part of the Nightlight species. They don't know if he's infected or not, but they have noticed that he escaped from Grimmel, you know, the Night Fury killer himself, which is a good thing. Speaking of a runaway, this guy's name is Runaway, and he's part of the Death Gripper species. And basically, this one was found on an island eating a bunch of dragons that were infected. And he's not infected at all, and they're wondering why, but turns out he has this acid that kills the worms and allows him to eat these dragons without getting infected, and even has gotten in a fight with Nightwing, but I guess is doing just fine. This Light Fury was spotted, and they name it Ghost because its face is.
Sorry about that, he was just explaining to me.
Yeah, because I'll probably take 20 minutes to talk.
You wasted that time!
No, I didn't.
The exterminate. And it's a pretty peaceful one. It just startles the Vikings sometimes, and that's it. Now this one. It's called the Exterminator. This one has been destroying parasite-infested waters easily and tearing through prey like they're paper. That's why it has the name. It also wears a mask, which usually would nerf a dragon, making it hard for them to do an attack, but this has no effect on him at all. It actually serves as a protection from the virus. And they also say when he roars, they know to brace for impact or a huge blast. And before we go back to Hiccup and Light Fury, you need to know this about Light Fury, which is that they are wearing Toothless's old gear, and they're basically Hiccup's taxi while he goes and finds information about the illness. So back to Hiccup, he's sitting at a campfire, and as you can see, some time has passed since he was attacked by Toothless. And he's thinking about Toothless and the memories they had, but also back to earlier that night when he was badly injured by Toothless. And watching from a distance, Light Fury get eaten alive. And while this is happening, he doesn't help. He tries to crawl away, and he catches the attention of the big bad wolf himself. And right before he's eaten, out of nowhere, Triple Strike saves the day. But unfortunately puts Toothless down in the process for good. Which is why Hiccup is sitting at that fire later that night. And shot.
Wait, Toothless got killed.
And a literal Tesla. So we're now ready to add them to our dealership. Wow, they
Guys, you can't believe it.
Oh, nah.
This Ferrari and this McLaren. So we're ready to unlock the
Jeez.
Which bugs are you?
I mean, Toothless was one of my most favourite characters.
Which is why Hiccup
He
is
still
sitting at that
is.
fire later that night.
And the fact Bro got put down by someone weaker than him is just
Now, there's
insane.
things like the smothering smoke breath out there, which creates a thick fog which is not as hot as an uninfected one, but can still suffocate anyone who's submerged in it, and also is used to kind of let people fall into its trap or nest. There are also infected out there like the Whispering Death that just prefer humans to eat, and is said to specifically wait until nighttime when the Vikings are asleep to find any openings in the house so that they can snatch up a Viking. And this thing has many victims, and so far they've only found 3, one of them being an elder of the village and 2 of them being children. And those that have survived the Whispering Dragon have said to have had worms in their stomach that make them hallucinate and hear dragons talking to them and basically telling them where to go, which means that the Whispering Death has hallucination powers. With all that being said, Hiccup is sitting here alone outside, which just shows you how low he is mentally. He knows all of these dragons are out there. I didn't tell you this yet, but he's the one even writing all of these pages we're reading off. There's even the Skrill out there, who's one of those dragons that just couldn't be completely tamed. If there's one dragon I wouldn't fight, it would be this one, especially in the clouds for obvious reasons. But anyways, Hiccup ran into this thing and it was infected. And it actually almost cut his head off. And it supposedly doesn't use its lightning or electricity powers because that would fry the parasites inside its body. Now finally, there's another one named the Timberjaw. This infected doesn't fly anymore. It can't. Instead, it latches along the trees, spreading out across the forest. Think of it like a sharp net trap spread across the trees, waiting for a Viking to come around so it can decapitate it. That's what it does. This thing actually left Hiccup with a scar. It's a monster. Now, I didn't show you this, but here is the day Barf the dragon died. He's laying in the dark and he's not doing too good. He has people standing around him and he looks sad. And those people around him are Rough Nut and Tough Nut, who are the Thorsten twins. And one of them's like, hey, look at me, Barf. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna make you better. Right, Tough? Yeah, that's it. You just rest up. We'll take care of you. I love you. Dang, poor dragon. Poor dragon. And this scene takes place a couple nights after. This is how Belch is feeling.
Howie,
Yeah.
you know the two-headed dragon in Train Your Dragon?
Yeah, someone
Sorry everyone. This is a big disadvantage for it because one has a gas and the other has a spark to light the gas. But without the gas head, he can't really attack he can't defend himself.
Anyways, back in the wild, Hiccup is
Unless he
approached
uses
by
his
two
mouth to
beings, which
defend.
one of them is surprisingly Dagger, who's kind of went missing in the whole series in general. But in this AU, they pulled up to surprise Hiccup. But before he even shows up, Hiccup's family's there, of course. At first, they're like, Hiccup! Oh, and they see that he lost an arm and he's bleeding. And they're like, Hiccup, tell me who did this. Hiccup's like, you think you can kill him overnight? If you tried, Toothless would have ripped you apart. And this lets us know that Toothless is still somehow alive. And he's like, no blade can kill him now.
Yes.
The Light Fury can't help us anymore. What? You mean, my boy, how did you survive? Let's just say he had a little help. And as you can see, Dagger was the actual one to save him. And then after that, he used the Messenger Dragon to kind of tell the village what's going on, and he said that he found Hiccup, Toothless is dead, and they'll be home soon. His spelling is literally horrible, but that's the funny part about it. The next scene starts off with the hunter finally warming up to people and being found to help Hiccup and the others deal with Toothless. They even found a baby Night Fury, and Dagger even asks, since I found it, can I keep it? And they're like, no. He's like, I'll take that as a maybe. And that's when Hiccup's like, hurry up, Stormly.
Toothless is in the back.
It's making
Yo, sorry everyone, I just have to show
creeping up
my...
in the back and
security cameras, and I even built this watchtower with guards. I then built
Oh, hell no.
prison cell to
the
punish
forest
Gotta
behind,
kill
you
him.
can see Toothless. His decaying body could be smelled from afar. In the next issue, we're taking to Snoutlout, who is said to be the main defender of the town Burke. And even though he's a hero, he's described as a madman. He's a man that doesn't want to go to sleep because he fears it, and is traumatized by all the killing him and Hook Fang have been doing. So he avoids sleep like it's a crime, and when he does go to sleep, he has nightmares. These nightmares look horrific, by the way, and even Hook Fang has these nightmares as well. Sounds like they need a break. Next, we get more info about the twins, who of course aren't doing well.
Yep,
as
having a
well.
break is
Ruffna
going
is
to
just
bed,
so
and you
mentally
can't
drained
have a
that she can
break,
barely
that
walk,
means.
drinks a lot, and is only focused on finding a cure for Belch. It even says every time she checks on Belch, he is terrified because maybe he might be next. And Tough Nut, just like his sister, has lost his smile. He's also helping find a cure and also keep the morality up between everyone. But he loses his smile every day and then hopes that Hiccup gets back in one piece, and they put this little one piece blue fever right there as well. And so after some time, there's a huge time skip, and Hiccup is writing in his notes again, saying, I've been studying the parasites again. Every time I do, I get more and more confused. Apparently, they're a little more complex than what I first thought. Their metamorphosis is longer and much stranger as well. But at least with this new information, I'm 70% sure that much larger dragons can attack if they become infected due to their weight. It's like they're back. Fish legs? What is it? It's Hiccup. Where's Hiccup?
What happened
That's
to
all she
Hiccup?
wrote. Hasn't been updated in a year. I know you're not subscribed, so you better do it now to not miss out on the next. God bless all you people. Peace.
Okay, everyone.
Okay,
Bye, I
Hiccup's
guess.
dead.
Sadly. Goodbye. Weird. Okay, bye, everyone.